Good morning. It is a bright and beautiful Friday, June 21st. Time for My Second Universe Writer's Update. Writing tip. We'll start with where ignorance is a benefit, and then slip into game session relevancy. Top it off with some story time, and then a little cherry with a riddle. Now, when I say ignorance can be a good thing, it connects directly to motivation. So, when I think of something brilliant, no one else has thought of this. This excites me. I am on fire. I am going. And then if I hear or I see something that deflates my ego, that's been done before. Shakespeare, he explored that feeling. Whatever it may be, it destroys the muse. It can if you let it. Ignorance can be a useful experience, can be a useful tool to keep you in that hyper creative zone and confident and like you're doing something special. There's a lot of people. We've been around for a long time. We've done a lot of the same things. We've had a lot of the same thoughts. But sometimes ignorance is the false brilliance that gives motivation during a long night. If you think you are on to something wonderful, carry forward as if you are certain it is. Because if it's been done before, maybe it will lead you somewhere new or traverse the same landscape in a worthy way. Know what I'm saying? All right. I got some work to do with the game session. I've got a maze to fill up with some fun, adventurous things. I'm just going to say I need to prep. And it is the kind of thing that could be trap after trap. And like hell, if it's maintained as the same torture, it gets boring. I'm gonna have to diversify. I want it to be something special for Sunday. It'll probably only be a few people. As many sessions are short, only a few people. I should be able to pack a nice time in there. It's interesting trying to do a game session, a virtual tabletop setting in an hour, packing in an hour. It's definitely something I wouldn't be able to do in an in-person session of role-playing. Virtual tabletop through Roll20, I think I can do it. I'll see if I pull it off. And then Monday, it's going to be a more open-ended sandbox situation with a larger group as they hear back from the Sunday adventure. So that one, I just prepare as best I can in a looser way. But the Sunday one, it's going to be like a nice linear progression to the character's demise, hopefully. Maybe they'll survive. The player's character is kind of annoying. She's this sea witch, always finding a way out of danger, slipping, sliding around. She has a really good deception skill. Anyway, story time. Let's see. Hellraiser for kids. Here's a puzzle. What if a child finds a gateway to another world? So, how do they solve the puzzle and not end up in the labyrinth? No, Leviathan. That's from Hellraiser. I'm conflating some things. The basic idea is, what about Hellraiser for kids? What would that be like? They couldn't end up. Could they end up in heck? Wasn't there a book like that? Adults go to hell, kids go to heck. So, like that premise, Hellraiser, it doesn't quite work. I really like the idea of kids solving a puzzle, opening a doorway, and biting off more than they can chew. The Hellraiser premise. But for kids, that's the twist. I think it'd be fun. The whole tying into the labyrinth, because my game session is tying in with a labyrinth with the minotaurs and whatnot. So the story time. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not coming up with a good story. I'm too sleepy. But think of something. Let that bounce around in your head. Hellraiser for kids. How fun would that be? No actual like torture. Be like, oh, maybe you could do something silly like homework forever. But I'm thinking more like an exotic other world. It's like Stranger Things. Maybe at the Stranger Things level. They solve a puzzle and step through a wall into that mind flayer dimension. I wonder if my son should watch Stranger Things. It'd be fun picking apart his nightmares afterwards. Could farm that for some good material. There's a story there. Raising a kid as a muse, as fuel. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Not for another couple of years. Riddle. Let's end it on a riddle. This I just wrote this morning. So, gather smiles like a Christmas turkey. Be a pack rat, but more of a foodie. A bit from me makes vegans blasphemy, while my organ keeps you out of heaven. Sticks and stones never break my chewy chin, but straw can... Whoops. Sticks and stones never break my chewy chin, but can straw save me across religions? What am I? See you next week.